they'd be jumping off the ledge.
But it's very like it wasn't who we were.
Right.
And I was telling Jimmy Florentine 2 days ago, I go, I tell you when I fucking knew social media, I had to do something. When I saw Rogan sell out, this is like 2000. He sold out Irvine without radio.
Was this after Fear Factor?
This is right on the cusp of Fear Factor.
Okay.
But there was no advertising, is what my point was. And he added 2 shows, 4th of July weekend.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, I walked in there and the show was completely sold out. And I go, how did you do this without radio? And he goes,
social media.
Pressed a button. And before that stuff went down with Mencia and stuff,
right, he
was packing the Comedy Store on Friday nights, packing it with social media. So I figured you had to get on, once what's his name fucking blew up, then everybody went to social media. The guy that jumped up and down, he's got a new special out, Dane Cook.
Oh, okay.
Because Dane was the professional on MySpace, and he...
It's funny you mentioned Joe Rogan. The last time I saw him, he this is like, you ever have one of those obscure, random memories?
Yeah.
But meanwhile, you don't know what the fuck you had for breakfast? It was the Boston Comedy Club in West 4th Street, Manhattan.
4th Street, yeah.
Me and Rogan, Rob Schneider's on stage, and he used to have this bit about different ways to use the word dude. Dude. Different situations. He's killing, he's crushing. Me and Rogan are off in the hallway. He's about to go on. Rod got the light. He's eating fucking Chinese spare rib. I'm like, Joe, you're going on soon. Yeah, I know. And he finished it and then he got introduced. That's it. That's my Joe Rogan story.
I'll never forget the first time I worked at your Rascals. I called
West Orange.
West Orange.
That was one of the greatest comedy clips. Danny McKenna.
Hairdo.
The only manager who could fart at will. If you say, Danny, do me a favor, fart. He could fart. I can't do that.
I still talk to him.
Do that.
I love him to death.
The hairdo, yeah.
The hairdo didn't move. But I think I worked with you because I had a bad experience with Rocky Laporte.
Oh, from Chicago.
Because he was mad because I was improvising. And then, he's too dirty. He's improvising. He's this, he's that.
Don't you love comics?
So I go, hairdo. You got to put me with a fucking savage that's not going to complain about me because I got the guy. And the next time you come, it was you. And that night you did a bit about going on vacation with your kids in a station wagon from Staten Island. You did 20 minutes and you're like, and the best part of it, all that happened, we didn't even leave the fucking parking spot yet. And I fucking died. And I called Rogan. I go, dog, I'm working Rascals with this fucking dude. Vinny, VIC DiBITETTO. He's like, oh my God, that dude's a fucking dangerous dude. Be careful. And you were fucking destroying. That I was in awe, like talking about the kids and getting in the station wagon, and your wife was yelling, and then at one point you're going, all this, and we didn't even get out of the fucking parkway yet. We didn't even get out of the parking lot yet.
Wow.
I was fucking dying.
What year was that? 90?
No. I started in 91. I didn't work Rascals till late 90s. Camacho.
That had to be Tony Camacho.
Tony Camacho.
You ever see his tongue? It's like, it's tremendous. I know, you're probably thinking, how the fuck did I see his tongue?
I know, that's not good. That's not good.
He's got a big tongue. He'll display it to people.
I haven't heard from him or don't know where he is.
He's like the Pete Best of fucking comedy, right?
Yeah, he is.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody ever
heard from him. He was right there with Messina and
all of them.
Yep.
And he called me once for a ride from the airport. Hey, are you busy today? Can you give me a ride to the airport? I'm like, are you fucking crazy, Tony Camacho? This is LAX.
Sweetest guy, though.
Nice guy.
He calls me up once and says, Vic, what are you doing May 1st and 2nd? I said, Tony, I'm booked with you. I was booked with, he didn't know he had me, but the sweetheart of a guy. Biggest tongue.
You think of all those people that we came across.
Oh, my God.
And I call these people, I'm thinking of writing another book, and I'm calling it Angels, just to give these people credit, the people that came into your life on the fucking road. Like people that had no reason to talk to you at the time. Nobody knew who the fuck we were.
Right.
And these people went out of their way for you. They took you to eat. They showed you. I miss that whole lifestyle. I fucking miss that. that small mind comedy tour mentality.
Right.
Once it gets too big, you enjoy it.
Yes.
And you look around and you go, this is what I worked for all those years. I'm very happy I attained it. But then you realize what you really want to do and what works for you. Like you'll come to, well, you should do fucking amphitheaters. Guess what, man? I love the money I'll make on an amphitheater. But you know what I love more? The personal and I like smaller rooms.
Like Uncle Vinny's. That's perfect.
Uncle Vinny's.
Close to
He's
home.
also been a great.
Him and Jerry.
Dino has been, and Jerry's a sweetheart. I talk more with Dino, but Jerry's a great guy. He's always there. But Dino has been a fucking godsend.
Did he ever tell you that story? I'm on stage and they literally, you know, when you're on stage and to the left, two people sit there.
Yeah.
It was two guys. One guy was like this. He was about to fall asleep. The other guy was like this. And looked like he was about to throw up. Dino and Jerry just pulled the chair with the guy on it it was like a scene from Goodfellas, out the back door, pushed the chair into the fucking, all that garbage juices, and they're kicking him and beating the shit out of him. They closed the door. His partner has still no idea that what the fuck just happened there. I was on stage while this happened, and I'm doing my act, you know, just to keep the audience attention away. But next time you talk to Dino, that's my Uncle Vinny story. I think that was a little better than my Joe Rogan story.
Yeah. But I love Dino. I love going down there. It's a small fucking place. And it really, like, you want to go into the city some nights. You want to go to Caroline's. You want to do this. And you're like, you know what? I'm just going to go to Point Plaza.
I love Dino, but we got to have a talk to him. He's got to make a fucking green room. He's got to clean out that office. A little green room for the comics. What do you think?
Right next to the bathroom.
I don't care whatever the fuck he does in there at this point. It's such a cute little club.
Yes.
I mean, a green room.
Where do you hang out when you go there?
The green room.
That's not a green room. It's his office.
But it is what it is. That's why I hang.
He probably cleans it up for you.
No, it's fucking.
When I get there, there's fucking boxes on the couch.
I still got a blanket that somebody gave me to a show. Every night I go, Dino, I got to bring this home. Okay, I'll give it to you. And every night I come home and I'm like, fuck, I forgot that blanket. You know, we're getting old. We like that little blanket to watch TV.
Oh, yeah.
Covers your fucking stinky feet at night.
Oh,
and shit
yeah. My balls are touching the toilet water now.
Yeah, oh, please.
When I pee.
My balls were touching them when I was fucking 45. Who the fuck are you kidding? But this social, like, listen, when I got into comedy, I struggled for a long time, like you did.
Right.
What were you praying for to happen? I'm just curious. What, like for me, to break it down for you, for me, I sustained comedy as hard as as long as I could. But I was waiting for the day I could tell my story. I always knew in the back of my head, because I was watching HBO once, you hate a boxer, right? You might hate a boxer, but when you watch that fucking, they're fighting in 2 weeks and they take you to their house and you meet their wife and all of a sudden you're like, that animal's got 6 kids. He puts nail polish on with his daughter. And you're like, oh, I like this guy now. You know, it's not them just seeing you with a microphone and talking about, you know, what's on your mind. But I always knew what was your thing. And I didn't know the internet was going to provide it for me.
I didn't want to drive a school bus the rest of my life.